What's up, people? I just got done my workout, and I have to go to the urgent care center very briefly because I had a TB shot done on me, performed on my right arm, and they want to just check and examine my arm when I get there. But it's nothing has changed. I'm pretty sure I don't have it, but this determines if I can get this job or not. But speaking of work, yesterday, I'm working on the fry side. And, you know, I'm not trying to get comfortable with nobody there. But it's like one dude that I don't trust nobody, but I feel like I can at least rely on him to be like a non-biased, neutral, kitchen manager. So we were just playing around. It's two people there with like the same name. So his last name is German. He has a German last name. And I jokingly said, I don't want to call you like by your last name. I was just joking and making a joke about like what German people have done to everybody like last century. Not just Jewish people, but like everybody. And I ain't trying to get into the whole debate if the Holocaust, if people died or not, and if it was really 500, like if it was really 6 million Jewish people in the country. That's not what this video is about. But he just jokingly said, "Oh, so you got something against German people? You racist?" I was just like, "Well, I can't be." And he's like, and then the dude next to me, he was like, "Yes, you can." And I just threw in like, you have to have power for your actions, your words, and your behaviors to have an effect on people. It's like asking me if a squirrel can kill a human being. Now, it's possible, but it will have to try a lot. It'll have to do a lot of tactics, a lot of guerrilla warfare kind of like tactics to kill that human being. But a human has more of an advantage than a squirrel to take out that squirrel than that squirrel has to take out the human. But like I was saying, with racism, it's more like power. You have to have an effect on the things you say, do, and perform on other people. So it's like when you say black people can be racist, what power do we have where we could be classified as racist? Now, saying things, having prejudice, being biased, yeah, sure. Anybody can do that. You can have your prejudgments of people, but racism is the belief that one race is superior to the other. Also, it has a lot of meanings to it, but also what you do, if you have any kind of power, like you're a judge, you have like power to deny people housing, loans from the bank, much as they don't have power over me, but police in some cases. If you don't have that kind of power over someone's life, what you say doesn't matter. It's like if some crazy guy was just sitting on the porch rambling about black people, nobody would really care. They're just like, this is some crazy guy. He's old. He's broke. We don't care what he has to say. His words have no power, no meaning. But the guy next to me, he threw in Malcolm X. I think he said Malcolm X can be racist. And I'm like, for one, Malcolm X had no kind of power over a white person's life. He in no way, dictated anybody's life that was black, that was non-black. If anything, he did 6 years. He did from age 20 to 27. He spent a nice portion of his life in a Massachusetts penitentiary. So I don't think you can classify him as that one bit. But like I said, the words that you use, the things that you say, they have to have somewhat of an effect on the people you're saying it to, if that makes any sense. So in conclusion, no, and we can't be racist. But one more thing, because I don't like arguing about this kind of stuff at work. My objective there is just to pay my stuff off and just take care of my business. But it seems like, and somebody said this, I'm kind of recycling what I hear from somebody else. The new N word is saying that racism is a problem, because it seems like not all, well, a lot, let me just say this, from working jobs all over the country, when a working class white person hears you say that race is a problem in this country, they lose their mind. I told him he did the whole generic, I love everybody, I don't care what color you are, that little, speech. And I was telling him it's a lot more complex than that. It doesn't matter if you love everybody, you don't have any prejudice in your heart. That has nothing to do with people out here being denied housing because of what they look like, the money they make, being denied jobs, being denied loans, having the police not really perform their jobs in certain areas because of, who lives there, and sometimes just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But you loving everybody, you dating somebody because you fetishize, black women, or vice versa, that has nothing to do with just the issues that are going on. And I'm going to say this again: housing, jobs, money, police doing their jobs. And I don't feel like they have, even the case of my own little situation where I almost died, the paramedics not really treating me like they would anybody else. That they had power over my life when I was in need.